Love is Blind star to Liv Morgan. I'm ready for marriage. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. This reality TV star recently commented on WWE star Liv Morgan's Instagram post, sending the internet into a frenzy. Liv Morgan returned to in-ring action after 6 months at a WWE live event in Tampa, Florida, in which she defeated Lyra Valkyria. WWE posted a video on Instagram, and one commenter was none other than Netflix's dating reality show Love is Blind star Jordan Keltner. The comment read, "I am ready for marriage once more." Keltner, who was on Love is Blind Season 9, got engaged to Megan Wallerius on the show, but the two broke up before tying the knot. Now, this little comment from Keltner, followed by Liv Morgan liking one of his Instagram posts, has sparked speculations among netizens as to a possible pairing between the two. Liv Morgan shares her thoughts on dating. Internet buzz and gossip aside, Liv Morgan is a dedicated wrestler and works around the clock, so she has gone on record to say that if ever she were to take the focus away from her career and marry someone, that man would need to be secure and confident enough to be okay with her on-screen rendezvous. In a chat she had on the Pod Meets World podcast in January 2025, Morgan opened up about dating and work. "I'm sure it would take a certain man to be okay with 1. my job, and 2, what that all entails right now. A really strong, secure man is actually married and has a beautiful, strong, secure wife who is okay with him going off to work every weekend and us having a little on-screen rendezvous. If I happen to be so lucky as to find someone just as confident, great." Liv Morgan has been eyeing greatness in wrestling the last couple of years. I've been really into my work. I didn't make space for dating. I wanted to see how great I could become when wrestling was my focus. Liv Morgan has a hilarious reaction to her mistake. Liv Morgan recently made an error and shared a hilarious response to it. The Miracle Kid is in the midst of the Judgment Day drama on Raw. WWE recently made a stop at Fort Myers, Florida, as part of its holiday tour, where Liv Morgan went one-on-one with Lyra Valkyria. Before the live event, the 31-year-old uploaded a mirror selfie on X, but misspelled the city's name as Fut Myers in the caption. Morgan hilariously acknowledged the error after a couple of hours, appreciating her fans for not pointing it out. "Appreciate y'all not mentioning I spelled Fort Myers wrong," Morgan wrote. The former women's world champion secured the victory over Valkyria at the event. On Raw, tensions have been at an all-time high between the women of the Judgment Day after Raquel Rodriguez inserted herself into the world title picture without consulting with Morgan. It will be interesting to see how this storyline progresses in the coming weeks. Liv Morgan confirms Dominic Mysterio's injury. At Triple Aguera de Titanes, Dominic Mysterio reportedly suffered a shoulder injury during the tag team match against Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix. Dirty Dom went for a suplex on his dad, but the Master of 619 countered with a DDT as the young Mysterio landed awkwardly on his shoulder. On the latest episode of Monday Night Raw, Morgan confirmed that her on-screen boyfriend would be out for a little bit during a backstage segment with Raquel Rodriguez, confirming Dominic's injury. The Judgment Day has suffered a series of massive back-to-back blows recently. First, JD McDonough was put on the shelf, and now Mysterio will be out of action as well. Injuries have halted the faction's quest to regain dominance on Raw. With 2 members sidelined, it remains to be seen how the heel group manages to regain its footing. Liv Morgan's new look has WWE fans buzzing, continues to be a hot topic of conversation. Morgan returned to the ring at WWE's live event in Tampa. which was her first match back since returning from injury. Prior to this event, Liv had not wrestled since June. She competed again at Tuesday's live event in Fort Myers, Florida, and had fans talking about a new look she debuted during the show. Not only did Liv Morgan wrestle in a new red shirt with her face on it, but she also wore new boot covers that paid tribute to Dominik Mysterio. The back of Liv's black knee-high boot covers say Mysterio and Garita. This is a tribute to similar gear that the current Intercontinental Champion wears. Fans were thrilled to see Morgan subtly show her affection for Dominik, sharing their appreciation for it on social media. Dominik Mysterio is currently sidelined with a shoulder injury he sustained at AAA Guerra de Titane on December 20th. Dominik teamed with El Grande Americano against Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio on that show. WWE provided an update on Dominik's status on this week's episode of Raw. Commentator Joe Tessitore confirmed that Mysterio is indefinitely sidelined because of the injury. Liv Morgan, Kevin Nash, Lana, and other WWE stars react after Nikki Bella breaks the internet. Several current and former WWE personalities, including Liv Morgan, Kevin Nash, and Lana, recently took to social media to react to Nikki Bella's post. The former Divas champion broke the internet with her videos and photos. On the latest edition of Monday Night Raw, Nikki Bella locked horns with Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez in a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. All of the stars involved in the bout put on an incredible display of action inside the ring, but the match ultimately ended in La Primera's favor. Following the show, Bella took to Instagram to post several videos and photos from the match, showcasing her incredible physique. She broke the internet with this post, as it has received a massive number of likes and comments. In the post's caption, she asked fans to thank her, quote, several current and former WWE personalities, including Liv Morgan, Ava, Cassie Lee, Jade Cargill, Lita, Cora Jade, Jessica McKay, Maryse, Chavo Guerrero Jr., Mandy Rose, Tori Wilson, Eva Marie, Ivy Nile, and more reacted to Nikki Bella's Instagram post with a like. Meanwhile, Kevin Nash, Lana, aka CJ Perry, Summer Rae, Ivy Nile, Tiffany Stratton, Brie Bella, Steph DeLander, Natalia, Anna Jay, Nikita Lyons, Santino Marella, Carmen Petrovic, and Paige, aka Saraya, left comments. Stephanie Vaquer wants to retire WWE legend Nikki Bella. Ahead of their triple threat clash on the latest edition of Raw, Stephanie Vaquer took shots at Nikki Bella in a backstage promo uploaded on WWE Español's X Twitter. Handle La Primera called out Bella for interfering in her singles match against Raquel Rodriguez, before saying that she was losing her patience. Vaquer added that she will ensure the former WWE Divas champion retires from in-ring competition soon. I don't know why you keep insisting on messing with me. Nikki Bella, I was having a great match with Raquel Rodriguez. I'm always in control, and you're making me lose my patience. I don't know what you're still doing here. You should retire, and if you don't want to, I'll make sure you do, Vaquer said. It remains to be seen what the Triple H-led creative team has planned for Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer's feud going forward. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan net worth comparison in 2025. Championships, contracts, and income streams. Liv Morgan, who is originally Gianna Jean Daddio, transformed from an underdog in the Riot Squad to a WWE character during her time with the company. According to estimates, her net worth in 2025 will be $3 million, a little less than that of Io Sky. Sky surpasses Morgan in total wealth and contract value, a fact that is primarily attributed to her being a title holder and WWE's investment in her as an international icon. On the other hand, Liv Morgan relies on her fan support to boost her income and has diverse revenue sources, which makes her one of the most sellable personalities of WWE, even with the small difference in wealth. Io Sky's contracts, income, and brand deals. At the start of 2025, she is already the champion of the WWE Women's World Division, approved by the high-profile encounters during which she has defended her title against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41. The wrestler has become so popular that she is now virtually priceless, and her title reigns have greatly helped in both NXT and on the main roster. Her career path demonstrates that there is a mixture of a wrestler's power and financial security, with titles being the main source of her income. Liv Morgan's career insights, endorsements, and net worth. The most important part of her rise included being awarded the SmackDown Women's Championship and being involved in highly publicized storylines with the Judgment Day. Morgan has been selling merchandise and social media quality engagement, mostly because of her humanness and the fact that she has a strong fan base dubbed Liv Squad. Morgan's WWE contract is a reliable source of income, but her finances are multifaceted. She earns from merchandising royalties, live event bonuses, and endorsements, thus being one of the most marketable stars at WWE. However, Morgan's brand is not limited to the wrestling ring like Io Sky's. Reports suggest that she has invested in real estate and has also taken up collaborations outside of the wrestling world. Her career indicates that there is a balance between the wrestling ring and outside the ring, which will guarantee her long-term financial growth, even if she does not hold the title for a while. Also read, Brave and Perfect, Io Sky's unforgettable trash can jump at WWE Survivor Series, War Games WWE Holiday Tour results, CM Punk retains title against the Vision member, Liv Morgan in action, current champion absent, Fort Myers, 12/30. WWE is currently on its holiday tour live event circuit. After the final Raw of the year, several top stars such as CM Punk, Liv Morgan, Gunther, and others entertained the fans at the Hertz Arena in Fort Myers, Florida. This week, the show kicked off with Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker. The hard-hitting encounter set the tone for the night. However, there was no clear winner as the match ended in a DQ after Breaker refused to fight on Io Sky, then faced off against Raquel Rodriguez in a singles contest. The Judgment Day member walked to the ring with Roxanne Perez by her side. However, the Genius of the Sky was too much to handle and won the match cleanly. Gunther was also in action against young upstart Javon Evans. The two stars ran back their last time as now encounter once again. However, the ring general once again picked up the win as Evans was unable to take the punishment inside the ring. The event also had a huge tag team triple threat match featuring AJ Styles and Dragon Lee going up against the War Raiders and the New Day. Styles and Lee emerged victorious in the encounter. Judgment Day member Liv Morgan also picked up a win over former Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria. Liv, however, didn't have Dominic Mysterio by her side. The current Intercontinental Champion was absent from the event after WWE confirmed reports of his shoulder injury, in a huge championship match. The Kabuki Warriors defeated the team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. The main event of the night saw CM Punk defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Vision member Bronson Reed. The highlight of the night featured Punk trolling Kevin Nash about his recent comments. The Best in the World managed to retain the title and celebrated the win after the match-injured star favored to win 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. This injured WWE superstar has emerged as the favorite to win the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match. WWE will present the 2026 Royal Rumble from Riyadh's Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia on January 31st. As the date approaches, The latest betting odds from OddsChecker list former Women's World Champion Bianca Belair as the clear favorite to win the Women's Royal Rumble, with odds of 5/6. The EST of WWE is also leading the last 24 hours betting splits with 88% dot. Posing the biggest threat to Bianca Belair's potential second career Royal Rumble victory is another former WWE Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. The Judgment Day star trails Belair with odds of 2/1. Morgan's former rival and the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley, rounds out the top three favorites at 12/1. OddsChecker spokesman Chris Rogers stated, "The countdown is on to the Women's Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Bianca Belair is the bookies' favorite at 5/6. The 36-year-old has been strongly backed in the last 24 hours, with 88% favoring the former track athlete. Liv Morgan is the second favorite at 2/1 and received 12% of the backing. Rhea Ripley is the bookmaker's third favorite at 12/1 to take home the highly coveted Women's Royal Rumble title. Bianca Belair has been sidelined due to a knuckle injury she suffered at WWE WrestleMania 41. Although Belair later appeared as a special guest referee at WWE Evolution, she was still not cleared to compete and disappeared from television again soon after. Fans can check out the latest update on her here. After Dominic Mysterio, another WWE star, suffers legitimate shoulder injury first. Dominic Mysterio, now another WWE star, is out of action due to a legitimate shoulder injury. As WWE continues to navigate a season marked by injuries, the promotion has dealt with another unexpected setback involving a SmackDown talent. The wrestler in question had been working a high-profile program heading into 2026, with significant implications attached to their upcoming bout. Recent developments have forced WWE to reassess immediate plans for the Blue Brand's schedule. Michin sidelined due to Dominic Mysterio-like shoulder injury. Michin has been pulled from the remainder of WWE's ongoing holiday tour after suffering a legitimate shoulder injury during the live event circuit last week. Fightful Select's Sean Ross Sapp confirmed the setback, reporting that the SmackDown competitor sustained the injury while working against WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill at various tour stops throughout the latter part of December. Dot announced her early departure from the tour through an Instagram post. "Have to cut my tour a little short, but damn, was fun. I got to take a bite out of cake too, BRB. Ah." She did not immediately disclose the specific reason for her absence. WWE has since removed her from all remaining tour dates while she focuses on recuperation. The severity of her shoulder injury has not been disclosed by WWE or Michin herself, and no information regarding a recovery timeline has been provided at this time. Michin was originally scheduled to face Jade Cargill in a non-title singles match on Friday's episode of WWE SmackDown in Buffalo, New York, at the KeyBank Center. With Michin's shoulder injury confirmed and her removal from the holiday tour, her participation in the January 2nd SmackDown broadcast now appears highly uncertain. The January 2nd episode is particularly significant because SmackDown officially returns to a 3-hour format, beginning with this broadcast, representing an expansion from the 2-hour schedule that has been in place since July 2, 2025. Dominic Mysterio, the Intercontinental Champion, was ruled out indefinitely after suffering a shoulder injury on December 20th at Etza Weyes Guerra de Titans event in Mexico. WWE sources have expressed optimism that Mysterio could be medically cleared in time for the Royal Rumble on January 31st in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. WWE Attitude Era star calls out Rhea Ripley for an intergender match. "I'll give her a call," WWE superstar. Rhea Ripley is one such rare talent who can, on any given day, give a male wrestler a run for his money. The Eradicator comes close to wrestling legends like Chyna, who had the strength to take down male superstars as well. Rhea quote, "S in-ring skills transcend across promotions, and her in-ring skills enamor several wrestling legends. One such WWE legend from the Attitude Era, who is mighty impressed with Rhea and wants to have a match with her, is Mick Foley. While speaking at the recently held FanX event in Salt Lake City, 2025, a fan asked Mick Foley the name of WWE superstars against whom he would like to compete in a match. Foley instantly replied that it would be Rhea Ripley. The Hall of Famer said that even though he is 25 years old and past his prime, if he is given 4 weeks to prepare, he will definitely give the fans a memorable match. Me and Rhea Ripley most probably laughs. The most famous intergender match of any kind was Billy Jegan King against Bobby Riggs. And Bobby Riggs was past his prime, but he knew how to promote a match. So, I am 25 years past my prime, but give me 4 weeks and I will create a match for you. Yeah. So, people would know that she could probably beat me, so there'd be a definite question. I'll give her a call, see what she thinks, he said. 13 o'clock onwards. Mick Foley last competed in a match in WWE at the Royal Rumble 2012. Since then, he hasn't appeared in any match. The Hall of Famer is famous for being part of some iconic matches involving superstars like The Undertaker and Randy Orton. Mick Foley reveals why he never had a retirement match in WWE on his 60th birthday. The WWE legend also spilled the beans on why he didn't proceed with a retirement match on his 60th birthday, as it was highly rumored. Foley said that he didn't do it because of his knee and hip replacement surgeries, and that he didn't want to experience pain, which he suffered for nearly a decade. I wanted to do my last match on my 60th birthday, which has come and gone, so I didn't do it. Sometimes, discretion is the better part of valor, and I thought if I really wanted to do some of the things I really wanted to, I will completely mess up my hip and knee replacement, and I remember how painful it was to walk for those 10 years. I don't want to go back to that. Foley was last seen in WWE at WrestleMania 38 on The Undertaker's retirement ceremony. Before that, he was part of Monday Night Raw in 2016-17 as a general manager. He is currently part of the Legends deal at the Stamford-based promotion. If you carry quotes from this article in your publication, please give an HT to Sportskeeda Wrestling for the transcription. WWE SmackDown Preview, January 2nd, 2026. Match card, news, timings where to watch SmackDown will return to the 3-hour format this week. As the calendar flips to 2026, WWE looks to kick off the new year with momentum, mystery, and massive implications ahead of WrestleMania 42. The promotion will start the year with the January 2nd edition of Friday Night SmackDown, which is set to emanate live from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. The show will return to a 3-hour format from this Friday, and multiple big names are being advertised for the show, including Cody Rhodes, Tiffany Stratton Randy Orton, and Jade Cargill. With championships, bad bloods, and statement wins all on the line, the Blue brand is ready to start 2026 with a bang. Now, let's dive into an in-depth preview of the January 2nd episode of WWE SmackDown, featuring the full match card, start times, and complete broadcast and streaming details. In a backstage segment during last week's show, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky were having some fun banter with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, when Nia Jax and Lash Legend approached, and the three teams started bickering, which only intensified with the arrival of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka Kairi Sane. This led General Manager Nick Aldis to announce an 8-woman tag team match for the first show of 2026. The team of Flair, Bliss, Ripley, and Sky will battle the team of Jax, Legend, and the Kabuki Warriors. Jade Cargill and Michin have been booked to settle the score inside